thought that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look through light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to nick you. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Hunter Henry brings it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now McCoy. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for second down. Now Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one over to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Play fake. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it and was kicking coverages in his direction.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
All right, here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Set! Leopard!
Mayfield now on 2nd down, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield will set up the screen to McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Mayfield. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Play action. Now Wilson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's complete, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Henry's got it out on the left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Butker is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, 14. Tempo.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out come the Titans now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Gurley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
36 power. 14. Zebra. 12.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rice. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
12. 95.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Tempo. 19.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
14.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long.
Got a man in And it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hurry up, let's go! 77.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, you know, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got it in wide open, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the...
And the Raiders have got him. Telvin Smith in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken it around the 40. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. Lucky they did get him down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hurry up, let's go. Snickers, you got to spin.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Eluding under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go, 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go, let's go. Snickers.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now he's flushed out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go 14. Let's go 14.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Room to run inside the 40. Man open left side is Brown. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back now in the East Bay. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Able to fight through one tackle. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost up.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jerry Rice, 37 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Roethlisberger. He is going to find Hill here. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The pitch to Fournette. Oh, now he's going. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Third and goal, Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on fourth and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And McManus able to put it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the choke.